Evening, everyone. It's Shay from Grassroots Football Adventures. Me and Candy just got back from the Linnets Cheshire Senior Cup quarter final against Nantwich Town. We lost 2-0. Firstly, congrats to Nantwich. They were much the better team, and fair play to them. Good luck to them in the semi final, and hope they go on and win it. It'd be nice for Nantwich to go and win it. Disappointing for the Linnets to go out in obviously as the holders, but they said Nantwich were definitely the better team. We only had one clear cut chance, which Joel Street, and he's looks like a really good young player. It was a good chance, and he skied it over the bar, and it happens. But it was just one of them games where we didn't play well. And we had one big chance, didn't take it, and Nantwich scored on the 70th, and 74th, 75th minute from a corner. So Achilles heel again, conceded yet again from a corner. Without trying to sound, what's the word? Ungrateful because of how well we've done in the league this year. I'm just sick of seeing another goal conceded by a corner again. Like we only had 3 ourselves in the entire game. I think Nantwich had about between 8 and 10, and I was thinking in my head, I was like, yeah, we're going to concede from one of these, so we just keep giving more and more of them away. And they did. Other thing that wasn't so good, Markel Folds went off injured, looked like his hamstring again. Hope he's not too bad. And then Harvey Washington come on as a replacement, and Harvey went down holding his hamstring as well. He had to come off, and then Anne Mooney had to come on in his place. So we've got two injuries. I hope they're not serious. I'd be gutted if they were out for, because we're in middle of Jan now. We've only got another 3 months or so of the season left. I really, really don't want to lose anyone, especially not at this stage of the season, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, that's a real downer. Again, I'm not Nantwich play it's an artificial surface. I'm not blaming the pitch and saying that is the reason they got injured, but I've heard that some people say that injuries are more common and more likely to happen on artificial turf, but I don't know that myself, whether that's true or not, or whether there's any truth to that. So yeah, congrats to Nantwich. Well done, much a better team. They were lucky to go in 0-0 at half time. They had a great chance on 3 minutes, Nantwich, and they thankfully for us to put it wide, and then I think they hit the post, and Keane O'Shea made a great save, scored one round the post. So yeah, we got fortunate to get in level, and started the second half better. Obviously, Joe had that great chance to put us ahead, and I know also everyone's human, you miss chances, what you think. In a game like that, especially the way it was going, you can't. Sorry, I'm just trying to hold this. It's better. So it's just so the video comes out of it, so they can see the whole screen. Because I always keep forgetting. I always hold it front, to call it landscape way, and it always comes out looking like shit, the video. So yeah, that's better. Yeah, it's fortunately Cheshire Senior Cup defence is over. At quarter-final stage, disappointing, obviously, but no better team now, Nantwich, and we just didn't. Yeah, we didn't. I don't want to be overly critical because Saturday were amazing, and great position. We weren't good enough in first half. I think first half we didn't even have a shot. We didn't have a shot. We didn't have a. Did we even have? I think we had one. We had one corner, or not even that. I think we had like one corner, a couple of free kicks, I think. Maybe three, but not a lot. Obviously, with the two injuries to Marco and Harvey, that's not good. We obviously had already by half time we'd been forced to use two subs. Yeah, I know. Later in the game, I saw a half time change. I think Oscar went off. Oscar Rosenblatt and Joe Street came on. He actually looked really good and lively when he came on, and obviously bar the chance that he missed, he did actually look really good. Scott Bacall came on, but that was after Nantwich scored. It was a bit late. I can understand why he was rested after Saturday and because he got to be careful. I'm not saying he would have got injured starting, but your top goal scorer, you just almost got to wrap him in cotton wool a little bit at times, especially with midweek games. So yeah, came on. It was a little too late. Yeah, it just obviously it was obviously a changed team. I think it was off the top of my head the lineup. I know I'm usually memory shit remembering stuff. It was Keane O'Shea goal, then there was Peter Wiley captain, Markel Folds, Oscar Rosenblatt, James Steele, Naim Arson, Lewis Crane, Isaac Graham. I don't even think Matty Rain didn't play. I think he was Det McLaughlin. He was there playing midfield. Harry McGee. Yeah, obviously after his heroics on Saturday coming on, he played Jay Lee. Oh, that was the other player. I think he was playing right back. I think Jay Lee. He's a good young player. Played a few times last year. He's been in the under 21, so it was good. It was good to rotate squad. I think it had to be done in a way because usually when you've got a game so close together, especially cut ones, people might look back and think, "Oh, just play the same lineup." But realistically, it's difficult to because 2 days rest. You've got to rest certain players, especially for a big game Saturday against our very huge game. So and you've got to utilise your squad. Obviously, I don't know if LO's done a post-match thing. We didn't see him. We saw him when they were warming up. We didn't see him on the touchline, so I was didn't know where he was. Apparently, his touchline ban with the league is for 3 games, not 1. That's why he wasn't on the touchline at Chase Town. I thought it was only for 1 game, but I found out it's for 3. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, 3 games. So he's got apparently 1 more game to go just because he called out a referee for being a fucking shit cunt. Piece of shit, probably. Sorry for language, but, just because he probably called out a bent corrupt referee when he was managing. Weirdness, he gets a 3-game ban. Apparently you can't say anything to referees. It's stupid. Sorry, it's just like, it's silly. Right? You think at most 1-game ban. I don't know exactly what he said, but I'm sure he didn't say anything to warrant a 3-game touchline ban that would still have to be served even if he goes to another club. But I feel like I don't know, PL or whoever in charge of this non-league football make up their own rules. A bit like with playoffs, in the playoffs you play on either a Tuesday or Wednesday, and then if you win you have to play again on a Saturday, so you really don't get 2-3 days max rest, which is not much time at all. It's not ideal. I know it's always been the way, but it's really tough. We're not having very much rest at all. But Yeah, we're gonna have to focus on the league now, because it's the main thing. I know we're still in the Liverpool Senior Cup. We're at Tranmere. Actually, looking forward. Never been to Prenton Park, so it'd be good to go away there. Actually, but um, yeah, that's the only cup I think we're left in. So it's either there's that. I think the league is obviously the main one. Last year it was a kind of different because the league was a complete write off, and we used we got to the semi-finals of Cheshire and the Liverpool Senior Cups. We won the Cheshire one. That saved the season from being a complete disaster. You know, that was brilliant. I was the memories of Adam Mosley's hat trick. But yeah, fortunately wasn't to be this year. Just was not good enough, and if you're not good enough, 9 times out of 10 you're going to go out. So it's no, for say congrats to Nantwich, much better team, and they've been in good form as well. They've won the last 3 games. They've changed managers, so I knew it's a hard game anyway. But you think, yeah, they were on a good run of form. So not saying we underestimated them, but they look way sharper and just quicker and faster than us. We kind of look slow, sluggish, tired. But I can sort of understand that with some of them because it's like Saturday was such a massive effort, and it was just, you can imagine it's taken a lot out of players it would do, and so I'm still thinking, wow, Saturday was just absolutely incredible. Can't praise the squad enough for that. Obviously, yeah, disappointed tonight, but if we don't let that we kind of have to just forget about that and go, well, you know what, great position in the league. Right now through Saturday, and we've got 2 huge games against Lower Breck as well, and then we have actually got Nantwich again, but in the league at home. So yeah, still going to be tough. Great position, but we've still got plenty more tests to go, and I just hope come April/May that we'll at least be in 5th place. I know a lot of fans might think, oh yeah, we should be pushing to win the title, but even though that's still possible, it's still going to be tough. I don't want to say they haven't got enough to do it. Obviously, they're going to have to beat Breck both games. If they can do that, along with beating Avron, I think, yeah, we could probably start thinking, yeah, we have got a chance of potentially finishing top, but really, really got to beat Breck both games. And also, we've got to have a bit of luck with the injury front. Obviously, if Marco and Harvey are out for a bit, that's going to be a huge blow to us. But if they're not, then that's okay, and we don't get anyone else injured. But as Zoe said in the meet, the manager last Friday said you do need a bit of luck with things, with like injuries and results going your way, and maybe someone's winning when you maybe don't deserve it, but like Saturday. But overall, I think we're in a great position still. I'm not going to let tonight's result kind of make me think any different. Yes, of course, we'd love to have gone to the semi-final, played Crewe away, but we're not good enough. And as you say, cup competition is straight knockout, so you don't get a chance to redeem yourself in a cup game. That's it. You're out. So no, I just hope say Harvey and Markel are okay, and I don't know if we'll find out before Saturday what the injury front is with them. I hope we do. If not, we'll just have to see if they appear on Saturday. Because I know hamstrings can be bloody pain in the arse to fucking recover from. They can be weird injuries, hamstrings, if you think it doesn't look serious, but some people can be out for months with them, depending on how bad it is. But fingers crossed, it's not going to be too bad. We'll just have to see. But yeah, good point. There wasn't really, wasn't really a lot of people there tonight. I know there was a few of us Linnets fans. There wasn't too many, but it's midweek. It was late midweek, and Nantwich is not really easy place to get to. Obviously, lucky if you drive, but even then it's still like 45-50 minutes and on dark country roads, so it's not like a quick place to get to. So, but we went, and glad we went. It's just not a good performance, but it's going to happen sometimes. There's been the holders, you got that extra pressure on your shoulders, but now we're not good enough. Nine. So we just need to focus on the league now and just really, just keep trying to do what we're doing and just get as many points as possible between now and the end of the season. If we can get at least fifth, then I'm happy with that. Whether we get fifth, fourth, third, second, or first, any of them is fine. Of course, everyone wants to win because you don't want the dreaded playoffs. But right now, even if we finish, I'd take finishing fifth even now, even though we've had a good run of form, because I know how competitive it is for them playoff spots. Now it only takes like a loss or two to drop out of them because all the other teams are only like a few points behind you. Fingers crossed for Saturday. We'll look forward to it, and just fingers crossed for Harvey and Markel that they recover soon and their injury's not too serious. So fingers crossed on that. I'm gonna go to sleep a bit. I'm gonna be up early again. Go to work. So we'll see whoever's there Saturday. Massive because Avro were 2 points ahead of us. They've got 50 points. We've got 48. But we both played 25 games each, so that is huge because if we were to win, we'd go above them by a point. But so if we lost to them, they'd go 5 points clear. Obviously, if we drew, it would stay at 2. But of course, it's a silly question. Of course, everyone's desperate to win Saturday, but we really need to, put another huge performance like last Saturday. Be difficult, but we'll have the home advantage, and we've got to use it to our advantage. And just desperate for a Saturday after tonight, and then the huge games against Warwick. I think now it's a real test, really. I think for us to see if we have what it takes to really, dare say, challenge Breck, especially for that top spot, because obviously I don't think they're going to drop many points. They've got a 7-point gap, so we'll have to see, can we do it. I've got faith in the guys, that they can do it, but it's going to really test whether they can, continue to go on a big run, but definitely having a much better season domestically than last season. We've got 48 points already, and we've still got another 17 games. I think we've got 17 games left, so lots more points to get, and hopefully we can get enough to at least get fifth spot, possibly higher if we're lucky. Not lucky, but if we finish where we finish, I just really hope it's in at least fifth spot. Otherwise, I'd be just oh god, I just wouldn't want to think how I'd feel if we didn't at least make fifth. But just got to keep doing what we're doing and in the league, and just try to get as many points as we can between now and the end of the season, and then if we get at least fifth, then at least we've got a chance. 8 years in this division, and it's one of them. We've come close 3 times, I've said before, and we just not quite managed it. But if we could just do it, even if we went up and struggled and came back down, and at least I think that the team squad at least deserves to go at division above what you you have to earn it. You can't just, like, you're not going to just be allowed to go up. You've got to earn it. You've got to earn your right to be there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, you can this year. But I don't want to jinx things because we've had so much heartache with playoffs defeats in the past. I just hope this year finally can actually just get over the line, and just for the fans, they can just finally celebrate, the promotion. Be the first one in 8 years when we got to this level, but we'll see. Be tough, but just have to keep taking it keep taking it game by game, because there's lots more football and games to be played, points to be won. So we can just hope that's all we can do, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to get off to sleep. We're not going to post any of the highlights or videos that we did, because there's very, from some disrespectful. It was poor on the game on the Linnets part, and there was nothing worth posting. It's a waste of time, really. Apart from the one good chance we had. That's a waste of time, really, posting, because there's just not much. There's nothing, there's no real action, really. First half, very little. Second half, first 10-15 minutes, and then, so I don't think there's much point, really. So I'm just going to do this post-match. Well, I've pretty much finished it now. I'm just going to put this on there, and I think even if the Linnets channel, YouTube channel and all that, I was probably going to struggle to find any highlights for this one, because there's really not much really to report. Right, see you all Saturday, whoever's going, and come on, let's hopefully, fingers crossed, we can keep a good run up and keep trying to climb the table even higher. Well, see you Saturday.